As a little girl, Deborah Haile's travels included trips with her own mother to Africa and Europe, followed by adventures abroad with her best friend in college. Now she's sharing the world with her new travel buddy, her 10-year-old son, Jonah. They're writing books about traveling the world, and today they are joining us live. Deborah and Jonah, thank you.
Yeah, guys.
Mom goals right
I mean, I can't. Your little face, Jonah, how excited you were watching that. I love it. This is my favorite. Deborah, as a busy working mom, how did you end up taking Jonah on his first international trip at just 18 months old? My kids are 6 and 4. I want to take them international, but I don't think I'm ready yet. Or are they?
Yeah, so we decided to go because, again, that travel bug was already inside of me from my mom. And then I decided to pass it on to my son when he was 18 months old. We went to Dominican Republic, and that came because I was burnt out with work, and I was in grad school, and I decided, why not go take this mini me to an adventure? And it was scary at first, but it ended up being just the most amazing experience, and just continued on from there.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
The wanderlust that they have is so special. Jonah, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Good. Let me ask you a quick question, sir. Out of the 13 countries you visited so far, which is incredible, do you have a favorite?
Yes.
Which one?
Which ones are top 3? He always says top 3.
Top 3.
So
Give me top 3, Jonah.
So my number 3 is Cuba. I love Cuba. It was so much fun. We went horseback riding for like 6 hours.
Oh my gosh, cutie. Look at him. We got pictures.
Wow.
And then which one is it?
My second favorite is Eritrea, which is our home country in Northeast Africa, and I love it.
Wow.
Yes.
Number 1?
And my number 1
Drum roll.
favorite is Thailand.
Drum roll.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh, you guys should be on every television everywhere.
I know.
Deborah, what are some of the things you do to stay safe when you travel? Because obviously traveling alone as a woman is one thing, but with your child, what are some tips you have?
Yeah, so I would say traveling the world is always exciting, but definitely safety is number 1. So I always try to stay in an area where it's central. So I know that there's restaurants and other places to go to. If there is anything that I need to watch out for, I always have my phone on. I inform my family where I'm going, exactly where we're staying. And then sometimes you don't have connection, because we stayed on an island in Thailand and we didn't have any connection. So in those times, you have to always make sure you give the information of the hotel or the resort you're staying in to your family. And then I always try to stay at resorts as well that is populated with people, kids. I try to do my research to make sure the areas that we're going and also the places we're staying at are just completely safe for us. And then I try to also make sure to give him tips, right? Just in case we get separated. Hey, what's our meeting location? He knows the hotel and everything else. And then we do adventures. We go to, excursions. We come back, and sometimes we're just exhausted, and we want to make sure we are staying by a restaurant, or so we're not going too far late at nighttime. Then it's just walking distance, or we just order room service. So
Great advice. I'm looking at your children's books. I mean, Deborah, unbelievable. So what inspired you to write children's books with Jonah?
So we started, our first book is this one, the Thailand book, basically. And we decided to write that one because everyone kept asking me, how are you doing it? Just like your first question, 18 months, how'd you do it? Oh, he's 2 and now he's 3 and now you're going to the other side of the world, not just to like Mexico or Bahamas, because they're right here, close by. So I decided to write books to expose children, but also parents. Like, it's okay to take your children to the rest of the world. We always live in this bubble in the US.
Right.
So taking them out and just saying, explore the world with your kids. So our books are one way to show your kids where to explore. Oh, Thailand. Oh, we can go spend the day with elephants. Oh, in Cuba, we can go ahead and do, horseback riding, like Jonah stated, go to the beach and do other things. So it's more to kind of, have that, it's okay, it's safe, it's also doable to go with your children. And our books kind of state that for
And
us.
to expand their horizons. Unbelievable. I can't wait to read these to my kids, Deborah and Jonah. Thank you. DBL Nation, you can pick up copies of Deborah and Jonah's latest books, including Filling My Pockets with Nakfa and Eritrea, and Basketball or Soccer. Please, or also keep up with their travels by tuning into their Global Footprint Stories podcast. And for more information, you can also visit tinyglobalfootprints.com. Thank you again, both of you.
Thank you so much for having us. Have a great day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.